Hello, this is Stamp with Marsha. If you saw me a moment ago, I'm trying this again because I was having issues with my visual. Okay, I think we're in business now. Whew. Now I feel really close. Before I was too far, but that's okay. You'll be able to see better this way. Sorry, just giving me a moment to share this to my Happy Stampers group and for you guys to find me. Okay, today last week demonstrators were able to pre-order from the holiday mini catalog and the online exclusives that are going to be coming out in September. Both of these will have products available to customers in September. And I ordered all the paper and the ribbon as usual, and I just wanted to show you those. And some of them I got the whole suite, not very many, and some other things to show you. And then I'm going to give you an easy card pattern. So that's what's happening today. I'm sorry, I was trying to make it so I didn't have to adjust this camera, but now I feel like I am too close. So we're going to see if that makes it better or worse. And my screen in front of me is so incredibly delayed that it just takes me a moment to find it. Okay, anyway, it is what it is. We're gonna go on. Okay, so I'm gonna start. We're not supposed to show the inside of these online just yet. If you've ordered from me in the last 6 months, or if you're part of my card club, you automatically get a catalog, and I will ship it with your card club this month. If you are local or if you're coming to my class this Saturday, I'll bring these to my class for anyone coming. And then if you're local, you're welcome to pick one up for free. If you're not local, if you need it shipped and you haven't ordered from me in the past 6 months, then you'll need to pay the $5 shipping for me to send it to you. The catalog is complimentary, but you'll need to pay the shipping. So that's the deal on that. Okay, so I'm going to go in order of the paper that's in the catalog, and I am doing a paper share, which is why I am showing all the paper so you know what you're going to get in the share, and I will also do a ribbon share so you can get a peek, and then I'll just show you some other things as we go. Okay, so this doesn't look as complete as usual because of the way this DSP is. So you get 4 designs where you'll get 8 sheets of each design. This is in the whole pack. In the share, you would just get a 1/4 of this. And then 4 pages of cutouts. And I'm not quite sure how to do the cutout part. So let me show you the papers. I'm going to show you one side first. This is kind of fun because it can be made into little tags. And in the catalog, they show some samples of that. So these are your 4 designs on one side. And then if you flip them, you just get some different fun green patterns. So that's the opposite side. And then also to help with the tag making, they have these cute little punch outs that you can use to decorate. So I'm planning to make some tags with that set, which is that paper's called Christmas Tags and More. And I didn't write down any specific ribbon that went with that or stamp set. Okay, so that's the first one. And then the next paper, I think this one's so beautiful, is Traditions of Christmas. And you have your floral poinsettia with gold patterns on one side. So this is specialty paper, which is why it's more expensive. And then you have some other really cool patterns on the back side. So let me show you your gold patterns, and then we'll flip it to see the others. Now, there's 2 stamping bundles that come with this suite. I only bought one of them, and I'm going to show it to you. These are the pretty papers. I can't remember if the dies cut out that image, but I know the dies for one of the bundles, the one I didn't get, we'll cut out this one. Hello, Cindy. Good morning. Good morning to you out in Utah. Where I am, it's afternoon. And then is that 6? Yeah, so those are your 6 floral Christmas patterns. And then if you turn it over, aren't those so beautiful? And those would be great for any occasion, not just Christmas. So I really love that paper. And then the bundle I got, like I said, there's a couple in the suite. This is the ribbon that goes with it. And this is, I managed to lose those. Oh, maybe they didn't go with it. I'm trying to think what bling went with it. This did. Traditional sparkling sequins. So that's the ribbon, that's the bling. And then the stamp set, there's more. Here we go. There's this traditional labels, which I love, various label die cuts, and then the greetings that go with it. And I made some samples here. If I can pull this out of my container. So these are all the different labels, and you can see you can mix and match different greetings from the set to go inside. And I'm also going to use this to make our card today using a different set. So you can use those labels for other things not in the suite, obviously. Okay, so that's that one. I don't have a card made with it yet, but that's the suite. And I lost my bag. And when this comes in 12 by 12, but when you do a share, I cut it down to 6 by 6 and you get a 4th pack. And if you do the ribbon share, you get a 4th of the roll of ribbon, which is usually like 2+ yards because there's 10 yards. So it's like 2.5 or something like that. I divide it into 4ths. Oh, and I missed this wreath folder that just makes a giant wreath. That was part of that suite also. Okay, moving along. Our next paper is this North Pole delivery. And I'm going to have to show you the whole 12 by 12 for you to see that pattern. But this is the bundle. I did get the bundle. I got this whole suite actually. So we've got this cute paper plus cutouts, which I will have to show. I'll show you those separate. And I haven't put my dies on magnets yet, but it comes with a big die to make little boxes, which I'm planning to use for my tags I'm going to make. So you have, I'll show you the paper, and then I'll try not to get ahead of myself. I am sure, and I haven't played with it yet, some of these dies cut out images from this paper, but I haven't played with it yet. Just right there, let me just see. Look at that. There's one right there, I see. And there's another one. And of course, you can stamp and die cut those things as well. All right, let's see if this little guy here goes with anything. There's the bear, but there's no bear on this page. That doesn't look like it matches anything. Okay, but we found those ones. And then our little delivery animals. I don't see a truck die for that. I'm going to show you the back after. Our Christmas village. I love the colors in this. Our envelopes. I don't see a die, but that's obviously very easy to cut those. And there's our bear. Let's see if let's see about this bear. Let's just see if this bear works. Hello, Laurie. Good morning. Yeah. You can die cut that bear out of the paper, or you can stamp and die cut the bear. Okay. And I don't see the mailbox in the paper, but that's in the stamp. And you can stamp all these envelopes. They're bigger than they look there, but you could stamp all the envelopes and cut them at once. So I haven't played with this yet, but I got it to play with. And Laurie, we will be making something with it on the cruise. That's the plan anyway. Okay, so here's the one part. Let me show you. This is going to be the trick in splitting this up. I don't know quite what I'm going to do, because not only do they have, I thought, well, I could give you half so you could get all the cutouts, but the cutouts are different on both pages. So you have 2 pages of different cutouts that you could build all kinds of things. So all of these are perforated. Oops. I don't want to make them fall out, but you can punch them right out. So I think for the share, I'm just going to do 4ths, and you're just going to get some random cutouts. You're not going to get everything, and that's why you might just want to get this full pack of paper if this is your thing, okay? Oops, I got it stuck to stuff. Okay. So that is the North Pole Delivery Suite of products. And it comes with these little dots as well. Okay. All right. Moving along to the next paper. It's the Peaceful Garden. Now you may have been seeing this around in some projects because, oh, look at that. This is why I need magnets. It's so easy to not get a die back in there. That'd be terrible if I lost that before I even played with it. So you may have already seen this because demonstrators were able to get it early in June as part of the, like a summer event they had. So we have that paper, and I didn't make the smaller piece. I didn't make the 6x6 yet of this because I've just had it for a while. It comes with that paper, that ribbon, this pretty embossing folder that's like a frame that your dies for this set can cut out, and it comes with the doves. So the stamp has no doves or images. It's just greetings that can be Christmas or sympathy. And then you have your folder, your dies, and your hues of blue flower bling. So that's this whole suite. And this is a project we made at my retreat. And I showed that last week, but I'm going to give you the pattern for it today and make the same card with a new paper. I'm just going to show you, if I haven't lost them, a couple other cards. This is one of our cruise projects we're going to be making with this suite. And this is one I did before when we did a mystery stamping with the torn paper. So you might have seen that. Okay, so we'll come back to this card pattern when I finish showing you all the things. And I didn't get all the things, but when I finish showing you the things I pre-purchased. Okay. Next, this is going to be hard to really highlight without having the beautiful stamp set that goes with it, and I did not get that. This is Lights of Aurora, which is obviously going with Aurora paper. Hold on, I'm going to scoot this back in the hopes you guys can see a little more. But all of these are pretty similar to me when I was looking. Sometimes there's a dramatic difference between the papers, but they're just a variety of, how do you say that? Aurora Borealis? I don't want to say that wrong. Papers. And then the back side are just some ombre kind of colorings. But that is that paper, and the only thing I got that goes with that is this is the ribbon. It's like a sheer blue. You can see it with white behind. So when you get your catalog, you can check out that paper, the samples there. I don't have any more. I don't have any to show. All right. Next we have our autumn toil paper, and I think I got a couple of the accessories that go with that. These streaked dots. Now these are a little more bumpy. I'm loving the new flat pearls they're selling for embellishments. Those are not very flat. And then this irregular weave trim. And this paper only has 4 patterns, and you get, in the 12 by 12 pack, you get 3 of each. So in your paper share, you'd get 3 of each in the 6 by 6 size. But that is the Autumn Toil, and I only got those things. Oh, I guess I could show you the full paper. Sorry, I forgot. I do have the patterns. And there is a bundle. There's a whole suite that goes with this. I feel like this is great for like masculine sort of outdoors cards. Doesn't even necessarily have to be fall. And there's our fall. We've got foxes on this paper. And then when we flip those over to some fun patterns in neutral colors. So that's the Autumn Toil, which I like, but I really love the autumn paper that's in the online exclusive, which I think is next in my line. So that was all the paper in the mini catalog. And then we have this online exclusive printout that I don't know that I can show you the inside of that yet either. I'm trying to follow the rules. Okay, this paper is really gorgeous. And I don't know that you'll catch on video. One side has gold in it, and then one side does not. But let me show you these patterns. It's so beautiful. I don't know if you can see that gold shimmering. This is their gold side. We've got green stripes with gold, Cajun and brown, more a plaid with gold. I feel like you could use that for Christmas too. Some leafy images, and then we've got 3 leafy gold ones. And then when you turn it over, you have your not gold side with just different patterns and textures. I always love plaid, so that's the Gathering Together paper. And I don't know that there was any, oh, there was. I wrote them on the back. It comes with 2 linen threads, Old Olive and Early Espresso. And I love linen thread, so that is right up my alley. I'm excited to play with that. Okay, this next one, Modern Christmas. I did not get the bundle that goes with this. This is our black, white, and gold paper. And oh, look at that. I keep thinking there's no ribbon with it. And then I look it up. Here's, it's because it's twine again. We've got gold and black twine, and it looks like gold and maybe basic beige or crumb cake. That goes with this. And let me show you this paper. I've already cut up some of mine to make this little thing. Actually, well, I've got this out. Okay, and this has a tree, a Christmas tree set, I think, that goes with it. I did not buy that bundle, obviously. Oh, here I am showing you the gold. Instead of turning it all over at the end, I'm just showing it all to you at once. Your gold side and then your black and white side. Gold, black and white, gold, black and white. I love the fa la 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 la. I think that's very cute. Okay, so that's your Modern Christmas paper. Definitely a modern look. And then this one is really interesting in that it's snowflakes, but it's pine snowflakes. So it's snowflakes made from like pine boughs. I don't know why my camera angle is so terrible today, guys. Excuse me a minute. I don't know if my camera's like syncing while I'm working or if I just cannot see and hear clearly, but I apologize for adjusting on you. And oh goodness, it just seems no matter what I do. And my delay when I look in the screen, I see one thing, and then when I see it up on the camera, I see something different. I don't know why. So sorry, guys. Anywho, okay, at least we have more in the camera, even though it's still crooked. All right, so here we have our pine snowflakes, and there's actually 2 snowflake bundles. One is in the mini catalog, which I bought, and I'm gonna use that, this Snowy Delights bundle with the Elegant Pine Snowflake bundle, but there's actually a different bundle that goes with that, and I didn't make that yet. This is the one I'm gonna make this card with this paper. Let me just show it to you. So one side, we have our pine. This one doesn't have pine snowflakes, it just has pines. But look at those beautiful snowflakes made with pines. It's kind of a cool look. And once again, snowflakes made with pines. And then we have our dark paper. And then if we turn it, we have, I don't know what you call this look, but you have that look. So we're gonna use this to make our card today. And the ribbon it comes with, I'm not using, but it's this gold and green ribbon. I missed this fluffy trim in my ribbon pack. That went with something. Maybe our little pet, our little North Pole delivery. Okay. So I'm going to make a card with this, but I'll show you one other thing I bought that I haven't played, well, I kind of played with it. It's this Words for the Season bundle, and it has all of these words you can die cut, and then it has greetings for all occasions for the, what I would say, the inside of your card. So you got Happy Halloween you can die cut with, have a spectacular Halloween on the inside. You have Autumn Wishes, so incredibly grateful for all of my blessings, especially you. And then you've got Merry Christmas, or there's greetings, I'm not sure, maybe holiday greetings, happy holidays. And you have a couple different Christmas ones. So, and this probably goes with New Year. You have a Happy New Year. Let's toast to yesterday's achievements and tomorrow's bright future. So that is another bundle I bought and haven't made a card with yet, but okay, so let's look at this card pattern and do it with the snowflakes paper. So you really, I didn't put any colors because you can use the same pattern. Your base is 8.5 by 11. Let me pull out my pieces here. And you score that at 4 1/4 when you've got your, that is not the right measurement, I'm sorry. That is not 11, it's 8.5. I wish I had a better marker. You like the pine snowflakes, Laurie? Yeah, they're really cool. I feel like this is a first. We've had something like that. Okay, it's 8.5. I really messed this up, guys. How embarrassing. I don't know what happened. You're going to score at 4 1/4. So 8.5 by 5.5, score at 4 1/4. Okay, that's your base. And then you have 2 white layers, 4 by 5 1/4. One is for the front and one is for the inside. Okay. And you emboss the front one. Now, this might have been, you know, I have a pine folder, might have been cool with my pine snowflakes, but I just did the same one I used there, which is the somebody's got to tell me how to say this. Damask is how I'm saying it. Maybe damask, I'm not sure. Anyway, it's just a new folder we have that I feel goes with lots of things. So I'm using that, and then we have our 3 pieces of DSP. Now I've done this tri-panel card many times with even all my DSPs the same, but this one has 3 different sizes, and I kind of like the look of that. So you have 1 1/4 by 4, 1 by 4, and a 1/2 inch by 4. So there's your DSP sizes. And then I cut another 1/2 inch by 4 to go on the inside, whether it's this card or this one. I'm going to do that on the inside. And then you just need your greeting, and you can do a long strip like I did there, or this time I used that new label, those new label dies I showed you earlier, and I combined it with this set. It says a winter wish for snowy delights. And then on the inside, I will put with family, friends, and long, peaceful nights. Okay? So, this is probably another one we're going to be making on the cruise. Cindy and I have been planning cruise projects. The time is coming. So I'm sure you guys can figure this out from here where I'm going, but I'm just going to put it together. Oops. My glue. Let me grab my stuff I was just using earlier. I forgot to bring that over. Okay. And this is obvious. This is a card. Oh shoot. You got to watch out for that. I don't know that I want that one. I want this side, and I just put glue on the wrong side. So I'm going to cut more of that. Let me do these ones first. This is just going to be a placeholder for a minute. I'm not really going to use it. It's just going to hold my spot, although I could use it. Cindy, I'm so excited too. She said she's so excited for our cruise. I'll be even more excited when I have all my projects planned. Then I can just cut. But we were waiting for the holiday catalog to come out so we could finalize, make sure we show new stuff. Now, I did this white layer 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. But I'm thinking you might want to do 4 1/4. Like it's just feeling like I have a bigger edge on the sides than the top and the bottom. I don't know, maybe I didn't really do this 3 1/8. Let's see, what did I do? Or 4 1/8. I did do 4 1/8. I don't know why this time my edge seems so tiny. There it worked. Maybe my papers are not 4. I don't know. Okay, so let me cut my new one of that really quick, just to have a different pattern. And then this is a 1/2 inch, so I'm going to the 1/2 inch on this side, and I already had it cut at 4 inches. I think I wanted this because there was maybe a little more color in the background. This card in general, wow, those do not look straight. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh wow, this is not looking straight, girls. It's okay. I'll just have to make another one another time. This is why when you're making this card, I really recommend you do the 2 outsides first and then the inside, because I have got way too big of a panel there. And I think with that glue, it might be hard to lift, but I am gonna try because it's bugging me. Now, this is where you get to see me in real life struggling to make a perfect card. Wow, I am really struggling. This is the beauty of seal versus glue. I like glue because I can slide it, but the seal adhesive, I can usually lift it right after and move it a little if I need to. Okay. This is bugging me, the measurements. I'm gonna check this and see if it really is 4 1/8. because that one somehow gives me a better edge. It looks like 4 1/8 plus a 16th, which is a kind of a complicated measurement, but you might like the look a little better if you give it a little more white. But we're not going to take the time to redo all of that. And we'll put this layer down and pop this up with dimensionals. Oops, that one lost its back stick side. Laurie, you're excited for the cruise as well. I know, me too. I'm excited both for the crafting and just for the ports as well. I know I'm like a broken record with how excited I am to go visit Prince Edward Island, but I am, and you know, I'm very excited for the things I have booked in Boston and really all of the ports. Okay, I'm having issues with things looking straight. I think it's that, but we're gonna just try to hide it with other things. Okay, now like I said, that paper came with this really thick spruce ribbon, but I am using this shaded spruce, what's that called, soft seafoam ribbon instead, because I just like that it's a little smaller. And I played around with like folding it in half so you could see both sides, but I am just going to do a straight line. I was kind of just imitating what I did there, but I'm going to have it come, and then I have to decide if I want it just right in the middle or to the sides. I think I like it right in the middle. So I'm just going to put some tape down to hold my ribbon in place. And then I'm going to use minis to try to avoid. I'm going to put some above. This is more than I would usually do. This is how I'm trying to avoid landing on the ribbon, which I did that one differently, but okay. Now we could stop there with just that. I'm gonna add a little bling. Like I said, the ribbon in this had gold, so maybe I should have gold bling, but I'm gonna add silver. But also just for fun, this particular bundle does not come with small snowflakes to die cut. It comes with this giant one in 2 different versions. And these just put like a die into your paper. So it doesn't cut small snowflakes, but the other, I think the pine snowflake set does. I don't have that one yet, but I am just using, I have a bunch of snowflake dies already. I was just gonna try, maybe, then we can hide how crooked I did this, sticking some other snowflakes around, just for beauty and appeal. And then let's do the inside with our new, so again, we have a winter wish for snowy delights on the front, and then the follow-up phrase for the inside, with family, friends, and long peaceful nights. We have our little rhyming poem. Cindy, did you end up buying this, the bundle that goes with this paper? The elegant pine paper? Like I said, I bought that snowflake bundle, or the other one. But these greetings do come from this Snowy Delights, and it has these little snowflakes you can stamp. So I guess maybe you gotta just get both. No, I'm just kidding. Now I'm using, what am I using? Soft seafoam, which isn't one of the listed colors in this set. But I feel like it looks a little there like the old olive light. I could have stamped Shaded Spruce off a couple times. I just picked that one because it's, I picked it because it's light and I just wanted something light around my greeting. Well, I was worried I didn't get enough glue on that for good reason. And that too. And you can see I did the same sort of thing there with a greeting and something light around it. You did get it, Cindy. Okay, cool. I was like, I need some snowflakes that are current to go on here. These are retired, but yeah, this designer paper is really beautiful. And there's our card, and I would just add bling. So my question for today, I mean, I should have told you this would be my question ahead of time, so you could think about it. I just showed a billion different papers. Which paper appealed to you the most? I know you probably can't remember any of their names. You could just say Fall with Gold or The Little Animal, something like that, if you happen to remember. I can't find my little pins. I usually used to pick these up. It's amazing. Oh, I can't find things on camera. And last week, I remember I couldn't find my card kit for that jar card, and I said, I'll probably find it as soon as we're done. And sure enough, that is exactly what happened. There we go. There is our easy designer paper card with 2 of the new papers and coming in the mini catalog or the online exclusive. So now, in case you haven't heard, every 2 months they release online exclusives. I should be showing this. And there's that pine set right from the front. So the dies must have pine cones and greenery in with them. So pretty cool. All right, thanks for joining me today. I'll see you girls next time, and I'll actually see the 2 of you who are here with me currently next month on a cruise. So excited for that. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.